Are you tired of getting mangled up in those old gamer headphones? Tired of Bluetooth headsets turning you blue? Then I got the product just for you. Introducing the world's smallest headphones. The high-end technology on the...
I dropped them.
What?
I dropped them.
You dropped them. Pick them up. We gotta find them. Where are they?
I know we do.
Our lives are on line here, damn it.
They're not behind here.
Fuck, they gotta be somewhere.
I'll look in here. Damn it, it's not in there. No, I know, it's hard. Yeah, they're very hard to make. I know. You said that this happened 3 times. You don't have any back ordered? I mean, they're the world's goddamn smallest headphones. You can barely see them. Get some extras. Yeah, I'm not getting angry. I know you're my boss. I know. We'll find them. All right, I love you too, honey. We gotta find those fucking headphones.
Hinka Tinka Turgan. Isn't Leif Erikson Day coming?
I don't even know. I think it's in September.
September.
I think it's like September 12th or 15th, maybe 15th. I'm not entirely sure.
You know what else is coming in September?
The Renaissance Fair that we're going to.
The Renaissance Fair we're going to, yes. But you know what else is happening in September?
On my birthday.
Your birthday, yes. But what's even more important than all those things, Nick? 9/11.
Mexican Appreciation Day. Or
That's not in
Mexican
September.
Independence Day.
That's not in September.
Yeah, it's on my birthday.
Is it?
There's some Mexican holiday. It's on my birthday. I'm not entirely sure which one it is.
Oh.
It's one of them. You know those people. They got plenty.
Leave it to a white guy to claim everything for the other race that's not there.
Yep, I'm claiming everything and anything that is or may not be Mexican. Even if it's not Mexican. Cheers.
You're right. It's a Colombian holiday.
This cheers
It's
goes
for
out
queers.
to our fellow homies. Oh, you're gonna shirt up for this microphone.
Shirt up for because if I'm gonna be on here,
exactly. Yeah,
I think I want 2 hands.
I would try to like balance on my like fat fold, and then I would But yeah, the reason Caesar is planning to switch today. No, it's not because
I'm lazy.
It's not because he's lazy and disengaged and uninterested with performing the podcast anymore, and wants any sort of escape from it he can to get it through this hour-long adventure we've started on.
Of course not.
It's because in an episode of Pokemon coming out next
week.
No, next Monday, because there's one coming out today.
That's right, next Monday.
This one is gonna come out next on the Monday in 3 days.
On the morrow.
We're getting some catching done, some shit that's gonna take a while. Spoilers, it's an egg. So yeah, if you listen to this first, you'll have some insight as to what's coming later on in the week. But yeah, Caesar's gonna run around here in the specific area to make an egg hatch right there. Yeah, make sure you got a lot of super repels.
So that's what I'm checking right now.
You have like
it looks like
10?
I got 6 left. Maybe it'll be enough. That's about 600 steps.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, do like 3 or 4, and then maybe head out, buy a few more, come back, and yeah.
I'm just walking around right here.
But yeah, it's something easy we mindlessly do. While Caesar, while you play this video game, let's talk about video games.
Why not?
Why not?
That's a recurring thing we talk about.
Yeah, lots of fun. We're big fat nerds.
Well, I'm fat.
And I'm big.
Boned.
Yeah. My bones are huge. Look at them. They're just ripping right out of me, these big bones.
You know, before we get to that, since we're talking about bones, whenever I lay down, I feel my hip bone, like my pelvis, really pop out a lot, and I feel the bone pop
on the
out.
side, like right here, like down it. Yeah,
it's weird. And then I move my leg, and I feel it shift.
Yeah,
and
it's
just
weird.
Like,
So sometimes taking self-acknowledgement of your bones and ligaments, it
really makes you feel human.
Yeah, it makes you feel weird because you're like, there's like weird flesh down here, and you don't really. Sometimes you don't want to know how the sausage is made.
No, well, especially not the sausage we eat here, because there's rat clippings, toenails, other shit.
Yeah, bones probably. Yeah, you can probably get a little calcium from the actual bones that are crushed up to make the meal for that are put into hot dogs, and McDonald's chicken nuggets. You know that pink paste. There's probably some bone marrow in there.
But god damn it, do I like a Frank's cheddar jalapeno stuffed hot dog?
Goddamn! I had one of those like a few days ago. I had 2 of them, in fact.
Frank's?
They might have been, but they were jalapeno and cheddar. And boy,
I fucking love me some stuffed sausages.
Get some bacon wrapped around that, then grill it up.
Ooh,
Holy
deep
shit!
Fry it, roll it in cinnamon. Oh,
I had some because my cousins were here. My cousin, she brought us like mac and cheese, and yesterday like morning she made like this pot of like it was shells with white cheddar.
The bunny one?
That kitchen? No, it was just like the shells, and it was
what brand?
Velveeta? It was rice. I don't think it wasn't rice roni. It was some
But it was white cheddar and it was shells.
And it was like a blue box, but it wasn't blue box craft. It was
not Annie Ann's.
It was no, not rice pilaf, but it was some kind of like rice
pilaf.
No, it wasn't
from Dragon Ball.
No, he's named.
I will take over the world.
He's named after rice pilaf, but no, it was whatever like blue box. That wasn't craft, but yeah, it was shells and white cheddar, delicious on its own. But my cousin made it, and her kids like mac and cheese. But she didn't make it for them. She just like made it, and then my grandma was like, "Well, you gotta do something with this." She was like, "No, fucking Nick will eat it." And you know what? I fucking did. So here's what I did.
Nick will eat it.
But besides eating just giant spoonfuls right out of the pot, like no seasonings or anything,
the cheese season
so fucking good. I put in some salt, some pepper, some Tabasco hot sauce, a little bit of barbecue sauce, and some bacon bits.
Some saucy.
Yeah, give a little barbecue flavor, a little bit of heat from the hot, some spices, a little bit of salt and pepper. Boy, oh boy, was that some good shit. I fucking love mac and cheese.
And you ate the whole tray?
The whole goddamn thing.
No, none of the kids wanted it?
No.
Why?
You know kids are. They're very particular. Because my grandma made fucking one of them. It was craft, blue box, but it was in the shape of Paw Patrol characters and not the shape of macaroni, so we didn't want it. But it was the same craft blue box. But it was shaped different, so it's different, Caesar.
Oh, so he didn't want it.
No. And also, I from a certain standpoint, to come to his 3 or 4-year-old, however the fuck his defense, it is a different shaped noodle, and it holds it. It holds the cheese differently, but also my grandma, this bitch, whenever she makes any type of pasta, spaghetti, whatever,
she doesn't season the
so
water.
watery, it's like when you make pasta, you want sauce to stick on there, like soup, just like liquid. Same with this. It was like, well, no wonder he doesn't fucking want it because it's fucking pasta with fucking cheese water. But
cheese water.
But she let that sit out, and then it thickens a little bit over a while. It thickens.
Well, because the noodles absorb it.
Exactly, and then just kind of and then I would add some flour or something to thicken it up because flour does that, right? For a cheese sauce, like flour.
It has to be like a flour.
Usually you would use cornstarch or something,
some
right?
Starchy,
yeah. But if you don't have any of that, then flour, because you use flour to make a roux. Kind of.
You use flour, butter,
and butter, yeah. So flour, but maybe
milk.
Yeah, butter maybe thickened up a little bit. Yeah, a little butter and flour, maybe thickened up. Yeah, it was delicious. Anyways, games. You got the game on your phone that I've played for a while called Dicey Dungeons.
Dicey Dungeons. Let me tell you, that shit is dicey.
Quite a bit.
The one thing that I like about it is that there's a lot of different classes you can play, and they're all based off dice rolls and whatnot.
Yeah, the whole game is dice rolls. And each character, the way they do shit is different based on what they are.
Yes, because there's a fighter, there's a wizard, thief. It's normal RPG classes.
Well, for the most part.
For the most part, there's a robot and an inventor. That's a little different.
Yeah.
For the most part.
Well, the witch is kind of sorcerer, so yeah.
Yeah, the witch is a sorcerer.
Yeah, which is hard. It took me, Caesar, I'm gonna be honest with you. It took me a while to figure out how the spell book of the witch really worked. I wasn't moving shit around in it. I just thought that's how it was, and I didn't realize I could move shit around and put shit in different prepared spell slots. And it took me a while to figure out how to get really good at the witch. Are you buying more bells?
I ran out.
Yeah, but yeah, the witch is hard. I think the inventor is probably one of the hardest classes to play.
He's hard, but at least his class is fun, and at least it makes things different all the time, because those tools you get can help you. The only thing I don't like is that you have to switch
every single time. You got to get one out of it. But
he's an inventor, he's got to keep inventing.
But it's good. That's why it makes you think differently. You keep around a couple of shitty weapons. That way you can turn them into a zap tool. That's
Yeah.
And you start with that electric hammer, which is great. But also the zap tool it makes is also pretty good.
Yeah, but it sucks when you got to get rid of it at some point.
You
really can get it back at some point, but you got to. It's randomized every time.
And you get really comfortable in a certain build that you're going for. It's well, I like all these things, but I gotta get rid of one of them.
Get rid of one of them.
Figure it out. And I feel with that build, it's you gotta have a little bit of everything. You gotta have some sort of damage, some sort of status. Because if you just double up on shit, you're gonna get to level 3 fights, or stage 3 fights, are just gonna fuck you up.
Yeah.
The pelican that's 40 health. If you don't have shit to either burn, freeze, or zap their dice and give them statuses, you're gonna get fucked, because they can just do too many things to you. They can just do way too much shit that you have to be able to negate, or else you're fucked. Unless you're playing a heavy hitting class like the warrior, which is more basic, just bonk the shit out of you.
Bonk. I love the warrior class in the first level.
Oh, yeah.
The second level after that, I fucking hate that.
Yeah, once they start adding challenges,
you get cursed.
Yep.
I'm
sometimes you just randomly get. Yep. Hate that curse.
When you get that hit on, nope. Cursed.
Bye. 50%. See ya.
Fuck you.
That's a very fun game.
It is very fun.
Have you unlocked the final class yet?
No.
I think you have to beat. Maybe. I don't know. Because I have it. I think you have to beat the game on first stage with. No, you just have to beat it with the witch. because I think it's each one unlocks the next one. You beat the warrior to unlock the thief, and the thief to unlock the inventor, the witch, robot, or whoever it is, and then the witch is the 5th one, and then use that to unlock
yeah, but the witch is
6th
hard.
one.
That's a hard class to do anything with.
But it's very fun. I like the spell book and D&D style, prepared spell style system. Very interesting. But you got to really play with it, and you got to know what you want. But
you also got to get good rolls. If you get like shitty rolls, you could re-roll.
If you have your attack on your 5 and you're not rolling 5s,
then what are you doing?
Get fucked. Yeah, but it's also good because you can double up on spell slots, so you can have them in like multiple.
Yeah, that's true. You could double up on. My favorite is the frost damage, because then you can like freeze the dice and make them one.
Yep.
That's my favorite.
It sucks because of course some enemies have dice are like, oh, use only odd numbers, and that'll work for that. But a lot of times it's not, and it's like damage of X value, which is it's cool to make those. Yeah,
I love having them, but I hate it when the enemy has them.
Which is exactly what I was going back to saying. Once you get to like the latter half of stage 2 and then definitely into stage 3, you need status shit to just negate their statuses and what they can do. Because if you fight the enemy wizard, they can do all that same shit to you. They can burn and freeze. They're always going to freeze you. So you'll always have like 1s. You can never do anything. So you got to.
It's not fair.
Nope.
Well, it is.
It is fair, but you just got to.
You just don't think it's fair.
It's like Slay the Spire in the sense that fights aren't fights, they're puzzles. And just like interactions, and you need to be able to know how to solve the puzzle and do the interaction correctly, because you can warrior it and just bonk, but if you're doing the inventor or the wizard, it's like, okay, well, I know this enemy can do this type of thing, so I want to by that point have this type of thing to negate them, or you want to have some sort of strategy.
You want to think ahead, because it tells you in the beginning of the fight what the enemy's weak to, like this week to fire.
If you fought them, you can click up, and it'll show you what attacks they have, and you can make, they're might going to do this, and you can plan for it. So you can say, this attack of theirs needs evens, so if I do ice and I give them all 1s, they won't be able to do it. Yeah, so it makes you really think about planning. Did you know that you can see their moves?
I did not know that.
I think it's at the start of battle you can't, but then once they've done one turn of like doing things and it's like they've revealed what they can do, then you can see like it's not what it doesn't say what they're going to do. It says like their hand, like what they can possibly do. It gives you like a layout like you have. It's like these are the possible options for when they roll.
Right. Well, it does that too in Slay the Spire, doesn't it? Like
Slay the Spire just shows you their intent,
Oh yeah.
But for the enemies in Dicey Dungeon, it's showing what they can do. Like one of the enemies, it's like they have this ability that lets them do damage, and this one lets them burn. It's like, oh well, if I can make it so they don't have things, they can't do those. It's kind of the same, but it's not intent. It's just what they can do. It shows you their possibilities.
And the possibilities are endless.
Exactly. Except not really, because enemies just have very small move pools. But that makes it a bit easier to solve. I also love the aesthetic because it's very cute. I love shit that's like cute like that. It's like you got 1 coin, you got 1 XP, and because I don't know why, but it makes me, and like the cardboard cutout aesthetic of it. Like when you get XP, it's on like a cardboard thing and it's a cardboard texture.
I like it when you're level 4 going to level 5, and then there's just a bunch of little tabs that fill up.
Yep. Bing, 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 bing. That's what it always is. That's the XP. It's the same size bar, but it gets more segments on it. And just when it just feels good. It's a game that feels good to play.
I feel good.
Are you gonna run through and
I found a magnet.
Oh shit! That boosts electric moves. That'll be great for homes. Fuck yeah, boy! Or even anything that has electric move, like Thunderbolt for the bitch. Yeah, like I said, you're just running through and getting items now.
Running through.
Yeah, you're doing fights.
No, I haven't gotten into a fight yet. I think I fought almost everyone. I think there's 1-2 people left in the corner, but
just remember you can talk to people, so you don't have to do double battles. You can just make them into single.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, just talk to the dude from the side so this other dude doesn't see you. Yeah.
They're still not close to hatching.
Yep, no, it'll get there. I think it's like random, but I think it also says like the higher. No, if you have a Pokemon with Flame Body, that also makes it evolve. Does Ponyta have Flame Body? Probably not.
I can
I
check.
don't think so.
Let me check.
Yeah, check its ability. I don't think it does. I don't think it's one of the ones it can learn. Be like Magnemite, shit like that. There's another one. Maybe Thick Fat. There's some other move along with Flame.
He knows
Body.
Runaway. Enables a sure
Fucking
get
garbage. All right.
Garbage.
Yep. Yeah, just keep running around.
I could sit on it, put it in between my legs.
Sit on like a fucking like the big egg he is. Yeah, Magnet's a good item. Glad you found that. And once he hatches, you can fly to Pastoria and get that water thing too. Or we can see that for when we're actually playing.
Yeah, well, I just want to try to hatch the egg now so that we can start leveling up.
Start fucking the next whatever we get from it. But speaking of games, last week, Caesar, I told you I was playing a lot of Dead Rising 2.
You were. And I played Dead Rising 3 on my Xbox. I haven't finished it yet, but I have it.
Apparently, people don't like 4 all around, which is totally understandable because they kind of ruined, well, not ruined, but they changed Frank West's character
They made him more like goofy, which he isn't
Oh
really
boy.
in like the first one. But I mean, and also people just have a problem with like the gameplay and the story in general. And like I think there's like retconning, but it's the same like shit, like make combo weapons and do things. But combo weapons weren't in the first game.
They weren't.
Which no,
Was it
no,
just
no.
regular weapons?
Yeah, you just had to find. Yeah, fuck you. Use a rake and a baseball bat. I know where like a picket. You had to. That was the point of the game, is because you would, once you would die, you would have the option to reload your checkpoint whenever you last saved, or do a new game plus, where you'd start over at level 16 or whatever where you died from the beginning. So you'd have more inventory space, more damage. So it was meant to replay it,
So then you can restock up and then get to things faster.
Because when you start, you have 4 item slots. You're slow as shit. You have 4 health points. It's fucking awful. But then, around the first time you die and you see that option, you're probably gonna be at least level 5 to 10. So I'm a little bit better. I can start over with better shit so I can get back to where I was faster.
What's wrong with you?
Everything. But
I smell that mac and cheese.
Yeah, it's brewing up in there. I should have this morning. But yeah, Dead Rising 2, just more but better, bigger area. You can make combo weapons, which is great because you can combine things together, like put a broom and a machete together and put the machete on the end of the broom, make like a giant long range weapon that gives you more PP and gives you better shit,
PP.
But also, around the time of Dead Rising 2, like a year or so after, they came out with Dead Rising 2 Off the Record, which is a pseudo DLC, kind of, because it's the exact same game, but you play as Frank West, the protagonist from 1. Because in 2, you play as Chuck Green, who's like a thing and a fucking guy, whatever.
It's Chuck.
Yeah, but this one is a non-canon. It's like, what if Frank was there and experienced the events of Dead Rising 2 instead of Chuck? And there's even a boss fight in Off the Record where you fight Chuck. Because in the original game, you're Chuck. You're in this thing, Terror is Reality, and you're a former motocross star. And now in the zombie world, they put chainsaws on the motorcycles, and you got to run through and like kill zombies for like points in this game show style thing, right? And you have rivals or whatever the fuck. That's from the beginning. And like your main rivals is Dickbag and Green. He's like, your wife is dead. Fuck you, Chuck. Ha ha ha. So when you start, he's an asshole. So when you start the game, there's of course psychos, quote unquote, who are bosses. There's survivors who are normal people, and then psychos who are people who aren't infected, but they've taken advantage of the situation. Now they're psychos. Like there's a chef. He's like, my delicious stew, and he's like cooking people because he's psycho, This guy, your rival, is one of the psychos. You have a boss battle where he's riding on his fucking chainsaw motorcycle and you got to beat him. And off the record, that guy is replaced with Chuck because he does the same thing, but you're playing as Frank now, and like his daughter got bit, and she needs Zombrex, which is a zombie medicine. You got to take it every 24 hours. That's a big part of 2. Is finding Zombrex for Katie. And off the record, Katie's already dead. She's been turned, and that's what made Chuck a psycho because his daughter's he's just a little doll of her, and he's like drunk on whiskey, and that's why you fight him. Why he's a psycho, because it's an alternate reality. What if? But is
it a hard fight?
No, it's basically the same as the Psycho fight in 1 because it's the same. He like circles around. It's hard if you don't know the moveset and how they work and what they do. Because he comes like at you like 3 times, and he's very hard because the chainsaws do a lot of damage. He's running at you on a fucking motorcycle, so it's fast. But if you like jump at the right times, you can kind of dodge it, and he'll do like 3 runs, and he'll do like a burnout like donut, and he's like, yeah, and then you can go up and hit him once or twice. And sometimes you can get him like stuck on a wall, so like go into the wall, and you're in a position where you can like hit him, back off, hit him, back off, and then kind of get him in a stuck position. Because it's like, it's like a 2013, 2012 360 game. So there's of course a little bit of jank in there. And so you can do that.
A little bit of stank on that.
Yeah, but it's basically the same fight. And yeah, it's a fucking great game. Fun game. Just mow down zombies. That's one of the best parts about the combining mechanic is that you can combine a paddle saw, like a canoe, with a chainsaw and get the motorcycle weapon, but just in your hands. It's a paddle with chainsaws. You just go and just mow through fucking zombies. And you put the chainsaw on the motorcycle, run through for like an hour. The game Dead Rising 2 crashed on me multiple times because I was having too much fun. Just killing like I get like sick, not even lagging, but I would just like kill 600 of them and just get so many. Like it was just because I was going up and down. And I think I saw a Reddit post that was because there are a lot of zombies. That's a lot of assets for the game to handle, right?
Right.
So of course there's systems in place where once you're a certain distance away, the zombies over here, some of them load out and their AI lowers and becomes very dumb where they stand still because you're not over there. So it makes it easier for the game to process when there's nothing happening over there, right?
Right.
But I was going up and down this area, circling up and down, so I'd have to load them in, load them out when I got far. So that probably didn't help either. And I was just killing a lot, getting a lot of pop-ups, 20 PP, 1,000 times over, because whenever you run over an enemy with that thing, it's a combo weapon, so it makes us pop up. So there's just a lot happening, and it crashed a few times. But It was fun.
A few times. Well, it's like any good game always crashes.
Yeah, any good game, if it lets you have enough, ideally it lets you have enough fun and just stutters and just turns into shit and doesn't crash. But sometimes it just crashes. So that's why you just got to be very liberal with your saves and just save very often.
That was my favorite part about Dead Rising 3. I didn't beat it, but just the fact when you run through town, there's just hordes of enemies. And then I got I got my saw gun, so you just shoot a big saw blade and cut like half of them.
And in 3, you get that weapon chest, right? So you can just automatically get combo weapons. You don't even have to make them, right?
You can make them still, I think.
But you can just pull them out of the chest without needing the materials. Isn't that right?
It's been a while. I don't remember too well.
It's something like that, because I saw people also complaining about that. Because, of course, in 2, you can only make combo weapons at a combo station. And there's like tons of them all over. And there's never one too far away. I think in 3, they want to make it a bit better for people. So where once you unlock the combo weapon, it's in like a bunker or it's like a chest. You can just pull it out. And maybe it's only like one at a time or something, but you can just pull them out. And people had a problem with that because it does lower the difficulty. Like, if you could just have the double paddleboard chainsaw all the time, you just would. And it would make the game trivial, except when you fight some psychos that can, have better AI. But, part of the fun and difficulty is having to go to those spots and have the materials to do it. Like, if you don't have a chainsaw or you don't know where one is, fuck you, deal with whatever you got.
Yeah, well, you could set a rule on yourself, too. That way, I'm not going to pick up those combo weapons. I'm going to just make what I got.
Exactly,
only if
true,
I have to
true.
or if I need to.
But it is a good thing to have. People were saying it should have been a New Game Plus exclusive, where once you, not like die and come back, once you officially beat the game and start over, then it becomes available.
That would have been better.
That would have been better and made it more like balanced. But it's still a fun game, still. Fun times. And in 3, it's a way bigger area, because in 1, you're in a mall. In 2, you're in like a super mall in Vegas where it's like casino, giant open air strip, mall here, mall. It's like quite a bit bigger. In 3, it's like a whole city, like
it's a whole town. Yeah,
a whole town. You have tons of vehicles to drive around and mow shit down. So
you can put shit on your vehicles.
Yep, that's
traffic cones on your headlights.
Yeah, combining weapon combinations is a way bigger thing in 3, because in 2, there's one car in the first area, a Hummer, and like motorcycles around, like some like golf carts. You can't do much of them. I think you can only even combine shit on the motorcycle, because there's only like that's a weapon like the vehicle combo spot. But in 3, there's like combos for every single type of vehicle. If you're in like a van, or if you're in a sports car, if you're in like this or that, it really amped up the vehicular combat. Because I bet there are vehicle psychos too, right?
Oh, 1,000%.
Yeah. So So
golf carts.
Yeah.
Watch out for those golf carts.
There's big golf carts. They had more and more each game. I want to get to 3. I think it is on PlayStation, because it was an Xbox exclusive for a while, but now I think.
Well, we have it on my Xbox, so we can always play it. There at some point.
Can always play it. Yeah, but the point is, I'm going through Dead Rising 2 off the record now as Frank, and it also brings back his.
You haven't finished it yet?
No, because I got like 12. No, I got 12 of 20. And I restarted around the same point I restarted in the first game, because it's like I ran out of time, because it's also timed. You have time to do things. And I ran out of time in the main objective, and I was far enough in where I felt like it would be fine to restart, and I wouldn't be retreading too much old ground. So I've restarted. I'm going to get back to that pretty quickly.
Well, yeah, your level where you were.
Yeah, I'm at level 20, so I'm fucking.
You're
like,
just
I have like 8 slots. I have 1 speed upgrade and attack upgrade. I know where shit is now, because there are some item differences between 2 and 2 off the record, because of course it's got to be different. And there's a whole new area as well. And like I was saying, Frank's photography mechanic, because Frank West is a photographer. He's a journalist. So in Dead Rising 1, you can take photos, and that gives you extra PP. In Dead Rising 2 off the record, you're Frank again, so you have the photo, and you can still do that. So you get photos, opportunities, and shit.
Have you saved any photos to your PS4?
No, I'm not going to save, because they give you PP, which is why I take them, but none are really worth saving.
Is this the PP episode? How many
times? Oh,
yeah,
PP. The PP. It's great.
Powerpuff Girl.
Powerpuff. Yep. PowerPoints.
PowerPoints.
Prestige. It might be prestige points. It's probably PowerPoints.
Pricey pickles.
Kalen and Kalen. Pricey but good pickles.
Oh, I love me some pickles.
I can do with or without them.
Yeah, I know.
Not a fan of pickles.
You know what I really want to try?
What's
is that big chamoy pickle.
Ooh.
It's like the pickle that's been like soaked
Stuffed?
in chamoy.
Oh, soaked.
Yeah,
okay.
soaked. So it's just red.
Yeah. Oh God.
Red
Jesus
pickle.
Christ.
I'm like, I'd eat the shit out of that pickle.
Yeah, I'm not too into pickles, but it's fucking some hot chicks. They be getting those 7-Eleven pickles, like this pickle in a bag. Like, open it up, and it's like the pickle. It's like wet pickle juice. You just pull it out. It's like the hot pickle. Ugh.
They be getting that pickle either in or outside the store.
Yep. And sometimes different types of pickles. Sometimes
Around the
bread,
corner can mean two different things for them.
yeah. Sometimes you get a bread and butter inside the 7-Eleven. Sometimes you get your
Yeah.
bread buttered outside the 7-Eleven.
Your bread butter.
Caesar,
Well,
quick.
they call it bread pickles because of the lumpy things on them, right?
I think they're bread and butter because they're sweeter, maybe? I don't know.
Okay.
I'm not a pickle aficionado and I hate pickles, so fuck it. But actually, I don't hate them. I'm fine with them sometimes. I'll tolerate them. Egg check. What's that egg say?
Let's
How
see.
close is it to hatching, this egg?
Let's find out. We're running around for a good minute now.
Oh, yeah. What's that eggy boy at?
It sounds can be heard from inside. The egg will hatch soon.
The egg will hatch soon. All right.
Almost there.
So, now here's a question. Do you want to save it for the actual episode so we can crack it on the episode, or do you want to crack it now? Because we could start the next episode, just run around and just speed it up and fucking,
Right. Well, I'll walk around a little more.
Yeah. Maybe
And then
wait until we use one more repel.
Yeah. Well, how many
Maybe, yeah.
repels? Yeah. How many repels do I have?
Well, I'd say whenever the message comes up, then
I have
that'll be...
2 left.
Oh, Jesus.
That's perfect.
Christ. Yeah. Jesus. Yeah. Well, quite a few repels to make this egg hatch. It is quite a good egg with some good shit in it. It's not a tenda egg or tenda. What was it?
Tamagotchi?
Yeah, the one you fuck, which could also be a Tamagotchi, but the one that's made for fucking.
Oh, the jack off eggs.
Yeah.
The lumpy ones.
Yeah, what's it? The tenga,
Some shit like
something like that. I wouldn't know. I don't have one.
I told you a year or so ago to buy myself for my birthday, but then I said don't do that because
Yeah.
that's just sad.
I wasn't going to anyways because that would have been sad. Yeah, I would.
Hey, but it would have been a nice gift.
Very true.
No, but I got to stop jacking off so much. I got in trouble from my lady.
Oh yeah.
Because I'm always touching myself and looking at porn. It's a bad habit.
It happens, when you're hanging out. You're just looking over your side, like I'm looking at some Raylan Joy. I think it's Skin Diamond. That's her name.
Who's that's a porn star?
Yeah.
I don't know who that is.
Yeah, it's a pretty hot one. But yeah, it happens.
I'm saving that.
All right, there we go. We got a bit further. We got the egg close to hatch. We're gonna hatch it on the episode that
21
you're seeing, on episode 21 that you're gonna see in 2 days. But it will officially hatch episode 21. So stick
3
around.
days.
Make sure middle of the episode. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Stay tuned into the shit that happens. Make sure you can see when that egg hatches, and make sure you see the second half of this podcast after this ad break.
Fellow YouTubers, it's your boy King Cobra JFS back out with another drink combo. We got some Jim Beam Peach. As you can see, it's been opened. And we're going to mix it with some A&W cream soda. And pour it like up to about there with the Jim Beam, and then splash the other bit of it with some cream soda. Calling it a Cobra's Peaches and Cream. This is for 21 and up. Cheers.
Do you think they call Bloody Marys because there was some chick named Mary who was just on her period? She's got really drunk and she needed a hangover cure and then made a Bloody Mary in the morning, maybe using even her own period blood.
Oh, that's a good question. We could ask her if we turn off all the lights and look in the bathroom mirror.
Yeah, and light a candle. We say Bloody Mary 3 times. We'll summon her.
And then a cocktail will appear right there.
Yeah, Bloody Mary will appear. We can go, ew, gross, and flush down the sink.
Celery.
Ugh, I don't like Bloody Mary.
I like it. Oh, I like micheladas and stuff like that too.
No.
I'll drink it.
Don't run out of it. Because also Bloody Mary is it is just tomato juice. It's also vodka, but
It's like it's the breakfast cocktail, Nick. You don't feel so bad about having one.
No,
at like 8
breakfast
a.m.
cocktail is
A screwdriver. A mimosa.
Mimosa. That's the same Modelo, but that's not.
Oh,
That's a breakfast beer,
That's
not
breakfast
a breakfast
beer.
cocktail. No, breakfast cocktail is mimosa, definitely, or a screwdriver.
Ooh, I like me a nice screwdriver.
Not the biggest fan of orange juice, but I'll have a sea breeze.
What's
or
that?
a Bay Breeze. Yeah, Bay Breeze. Yeah, a sea breeze is
You sound Asian. Bay Breeze.
Bay Breeze. A Bay Breeze is a sea breeze is vodka, cranberry, and grapefruit.
Oh.
A Bay Breeze is vodka, cranberry, and pineapple.
Oh, I like
I
that.
prefer a Bay Breeze because I don't like grapefruit.
Yeah, grapefruit.
It's still too better for me. I'm not into the flavor.
Squirt the soda.
I'll deal with it because it's the carbonation and like the soda water and just a little bit of grapefruit, but just grapefruit juice on its own, just a little too bitter for me. I'm not into grapefruit. Even though I have a tree out here that grows plentiful and very ripe, and I would assume delicious grapefruits if you're into them. Not a big fan.
Not a big fan.
I'm a big fan.
That's what I'm waiting for is my birthday because I'm gonna make cocktails.
Ooh, nice.
Pour myself, 5 of them.
Yeah, make a nice PB&J cocktail with some screwball,
Screwball, and then some jelly schnapps.
some grape schnapps. Yeah,
Some grape schnapps.
Yeah.
Oh
Ugh.
God.
Yeah, gross.
That probably would have taken. Well, hey, you never know.
It might go down smooth. You never know.
Peach schnapps are good. Well, that's because it's peach. But who knows? Maybe grape's not bad.
Schmore schnapps.
Schmore schnapps.
Yep. South Park classic. You know what's Clueless Boy's classic?
What?
Dungeons and Dragons Mad Libs.
Let's get to it.
Why don't we do a Dungeons and Dragons Mad Libs on the second half of this podcast to start off good, to second the starting off going good. We got a little,
to stay strong.
We had a little cold intro there going for the introduction back after the ad break. Now we're getting actual back to the meat with the Dungeons and Dragons podcast.
Now I don't know who's next on this list. But
I think
we'll see.
I wrote it last. I remember myself writing last. So let's go on through. Are we halfway? Let's see.
Possibly. We've done quite a bit.
Done quite a bit.
We're gonna have to get a new Mad Lib book soon.
We're gonna have to. We'll have to find a new themed Mad Lib.
Yes, you
Maybe-
wrote the last one.
Maybe Dark Souls Mad Lib.
Ooh, that'd
If
be
they
fun.
have one, yeah, I'll
They're
try to look
probably
one up.
selling somewhere.
Yeah, we're kind of like halfway. A little bit less than half, maybe.
Yeah, almost there. A few
Yeah.
more.
This is plenty of D&D Mad Libs to come, but for now we have
The second campaign.
ooh, the second one. First one wasn't good enough. You got to get a second.
Are you ready, Nick?
As ready as God made me.
All right, person in room.
That's too easy. So we're going to go with
Grandma.
J.D. Vance, Donald Trump's vice president running mate. J.D. Vance says interracial marriages are bad despite having an interracial marriage, and says that couples without children are psychopathic and a danger to this country. J.D. Vance.
Yeah, that's a good fucking,
That guy.
That's a headline you want to read.
Yeah.
Let me get an adverb.
Stupidly.
An adjective.
Interracial.
I got my adjectives.
What?
It's that stupid song they used to fucking video in elementary school or middle school. I remember. It's besides the point. Noun.
Child. It's gonna be a very J.D. Vance themed Mad Lib.
Hey, it's the second campaign, so
It's
your
Trump's
second coming.
Trump's second attempt at a campaign. Well, no, it's his second attempt at a campaign that he can maybe win because he didn't win the second one. So maybe he can, adjective.
Adjective. Third time's the charm, they say.
Horny, because he also
Horny.
fucked a couch. J.D. Vance did.
Oh,
There's
God.
allegations that he fucked a couch. I don't know the specifics, but I've heard tell that he fucked a couch.
Noun. Was it leather or that or pleather?
Oh, God, I hope it was leather. Give me a wand, like a sorcerer's wand, magician's wand. Sorcerers have staffs.
Magician one?
Yeah, or just wand.
Okay. Adjective.
Adjective. Slimy,
Slimy.
like J.D. Vance.
Celebrity.
J.D. No. How about given his new role as Dr. Doom, Robert Downey Jr.
Robert Downey Jr.
Robert RDJ, good old RDJ. Played many good roles. Had a pretty big cocaine addiction for a while. Went to jail for it. Even I think went to jail for something. But now he's all good playing Dr. Doom.
Noun. And they also got Chris Evans back to play
The Human Torch.
No.
That would be so fucking funny.
They did.
That would be the funniest thing in the entire fucking world. Now that Captain America is old and dead, Iron Man is dead, recast RDJ as Doctor Doom and put Chris Evans back as Human Torch. It's perfect. It's perfect. It's perfect. That's so funny. That's great. I hope they're never gonna do it. They won't, but I hope they do. That'd be so funny.
Well, do you want me to tell you the truth?
No, yes.
They did do that.
They did? Oh, is he Human
In the
Torch?
new Deadpool and Wolverine movie.
Oh, they put him in there? Because I've heard I watched an RLM review of Deadpool 3, and they said there's a lot of good cameos in there, and I guess that's one. Okay, cool.
That
I
is one.
don't want to know anymore because they said there's a lot. There's a lot of like backlog Marvel people, because that's what it is. They're in an alternate universe where it's like the backlog. That's like reject of different timelines. Yeah. Damn. And that's good. Do they see Ryan Reynolds' Green Lantern? That means they do. Okay, cool.
Well, no, that's not Marvel though.
No, DC. You're right.
Green Lantern is DC.
Don't make the suit green. Yeah, I watched Deadpool 1 a couple days ago. It's good.
That's such a good.
I realized I was like, I haven't seen it all the way through, and I realized I had seen it all the way through. But it's still a good movie to watch all the way through.
Second one is good too.
I got to watch 2 before seeing 3, so I'll definitely watch 2 some point this week. Probably I'll watch it.
Give me that noun.
Deadpool. No. Blood. Yeah, I'm thinking about getting the Deadpool game on PS4 as well, because.
Good luck. You can't buy that shit anymore.
No.
Wow.
I'll check on the store.
It's so expensive, and you can't find it on the stores anymore because when the game came out, they didn't get all the copyright licenses for some of the heroes, so that game was taken off the market.
Do you still have it on your disc?
I had it, but there was a time where I traded it in for something else, and the more I look back on that, that's one of my biggest regrets because that game was so fantastic.
So fun. It's the same. I had that with I got rid of Pikmin 2 and Luigi's Mansion as a child. So fucking yeah.
That was one of my biggest regrets.
Yeah. And fucking Mario Sunshine. I got rid of fucking Mario Sunshine. Goddamn. Yeah, it's. I was gonna look on the PlayStation store to see they have it. But yeah, fuck. If not,
online
then,
for
if not,
sure.
Then whenever I get a 360 again. I'll buy it for fucking the $100 it'll cost me.
I'll buy it now.
Fuck, it's a fun game too.
Part of the body.
Hand, because in the first Deadpool he gets his baby hand, and in the second one he gets his baby legs. Yeah, he gets his bottom baby
legs.
Does he turn full baby in 3? Because that'd be funny.
I don't remember.
That'd be funny. In the first one, baby hand. Second one, baby legs. Third, baby body. He gets decapitated and he has to grow a whole new body. That'd be hilarious. Baby Deadpool with full head. It'd be funny.
Plural now.
Did I do babies? What was it? If not babies.
Babies.
What was the last 2?
Hand and blood.
All right, cool. Babies is fine. Babies have hands and blood.
Noun.
A cow.
Perfect.
I was thinking going into Minecraft for some reason. I don't know why.
Number.
42. Answer to the universe.
Adjective.
Let's do slippery.
Ew.
Like a dolphin. The true masters of the universe. Dolphins.
Then let me get a silly word, Nick. Let me get a silly word.
Fuck. I had one earlier. I was thinking of a word that was silly.
Haberdash.
Hitler is knucklehead. Hitler, yeah, knucklehead. I stole it from Tom Segura because I love how he refers to terrible, atrocious human beings throughout history as
those knuckleheads.
Real nut job, real knucklehead, real silly guy. He has a little, it's real play down. Yeah, knucklehead. Yeah, okay.
One last word, Nick. Let me get that verb.
A verb. Let's end it strong with probe.
Now, here is the Mad Lib for the second campaign.
The second one.
J.D. Vance wheezed stupidly after whacking yet another interracial kobold over the head.
Stop. I want you to read that one more time. Read it again. Read it again for me, G. Read it again.
J.D. Vance wheezed stupidly after whacking yet another interracial kobold over the head.
Now, one more time.
J.D. Vance wheezed stupidly after whacking yet another interracial kobold over the head.
All right, you can continue.
How many more are there? He asked desperately. Terra-child crusher, wounded and horny, came down hard with a mighty broad wand. On another kobold before answering, almost done with them. No thanks to that slimy rogue. From across the room, Robert Downey Jr., Forrest Keep took down the final kobold with a throwing blood. Okay. Watch your hand before I cut it off, the elf spat. As the cleric healed Terra's bloody babies, the elven rogue kicked open a secret door hidden behind a cow. Inside the next room, there were 42 more slippery kobolds.
Oh, God, that's a lot.
Knucklehead, he cried. We may have bitten off more than we can probe.
Oh, boy.
That first sentence is legend.
J.D. Vance and his band of merry interracial murderers just killing all these interracial kobolds. Wow.
Hey, someone has to do it.
Hey, that's your possible vice president, folks. Do you want to vote for someone like that? Do you want that? Do you want that vice president? Do you want that guy to be your vice president? The guy who runs around smiting interracial kobolds with Robert Downey Jr.
If you don't like interracial kobolds, then he's your man. If you like Robert Downey Jr., well,
he's also your man.
He's also your man.
He was there begrudgingly. He didn't sound like he was too into it, but he was doing it. He was killing those interracial kobolds there. Wow, that was
beautiful.
It's amazing how I think there was like only one or two that weren't like great. All these Mad Libs we've done, only one or two have been not fantastic. All the rest have been just top tier demonstrations of written comedy that can only be produced by yours truly here on the Clueless Boys podcast, or in whatever situation you would hire us out to write for.
And for $5.99, you could have as much fun as we are.
With shipping and handling not included.
Yeah, because I bought this at a store, so it was like $6.23, I think, total for the tax, or maybe even $6.77.
Still, that's not
maybe
too bad.
$7. I don't know.
Only an extra $1 or so.
Only an extra $1. If you have $7, go buy a book.
And you can rewrite our Mad Libs that we did. You can buy this and rewrite them along with us. You can have the exact same Mad Libs that we have.
You know what? Let's do it. When we finish filling up this Mad Lib, let's sell it on eBay and see if any.
Let's sell
full Mad Lib
for $20. We'll see if we can make $20. I'll just hand it. I kind of want to keep it. But we can see if we make 20.
No, I don't want to sell it.
We'll sell it for $100. We'll put $100 listing.
Maybe somebody will buy it.
And if someone buys it, well then
I'll put a poll up it on the channel too that we're going to sell it after it's full.
Yep, that's
if any takers want it, any fans, you guys can have it.
We would love to keep it, but if we can also make $100 off that, then
then
might as well.
That's profit. That's $90 profit.
that's like $93.37 profit. $93.37 easy. Yeah, that'll be quite fun. Oh boy, oh Christ!
What?
Playing other video games lately?
Honestly, man, I've been in like that phase where I'm just replaying stuff because I just haven't found anything that I've been wanting to play. I've downloaded 2 stuff on my Xbox because they added stuff to the Game Pass. But
yeah,
it's nothing that like I think I would play. It's just I downloaded like, oh, maybe I'll play it if I'm really bored one of these days and I want to get into it, but I don't think so.
Maybe try going through Yakuza. Aren't all those on Game Pass?
I don't remember. Maybe. It could. I know the collection is on there for like the first 3, so I could play those because we've gone through a 1 or 0.
Mostly.
Maybe. Mostly. We'll get back to
That's
that.
what we'll stream on Wednesday. We'll stream Yakuza.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah,
we haven't done the Yakuza in a while.
By the time you see this, we will have streamed Yakuza 0 last Wednesday.
This Wednesday. Oh,
last Wednesday. By the time you see this, last Wednesday we streamed. Oh boy, what a good stream it was. We did so many things. We from Mr. Shakedown. We
got more CP.
Probably. Definitely got a lot of that CP. Oh boy. So much CP in Kiryu. And Majima's story. They both, boy oh boy, do Majima and Kiryu both love some CP.
I don't know what games are coming out in the near future that are popping and exciting.
Elden Ring DLC's out.
I'll get that at some point. I'm very close to finishing my run on my Elden Ring profile where I'm at.
Nice. And what kind of build are you going for now? Because remember last time you said run your main when you had like a faith strength build.
That was my first run. In this run that I'm doing the sorcerer build.
Oh,
I have the Moonveil Katana, and then I have my gravity magic wand.
Oh, gravity magic! Oh shit! What does that do?
It's just gravity magic. Like if you get that wand, it enhances gravity magic, and there's a spell called I don't remember what it's called. It's like tumble or something, and it shoots rocks at an opponent. And so if you're higher at an elevation and the rocks fall more, it'll do more damage.
Oh yeah, physics. Okay, cool. That's pretty sick. Cool.
It's a great build to have in the beginning of the game because you just crush like a lot of enemies.
If you can position yourself, but late game, it's you need actual souls combat to be able to beat those bosses.
That's what the Moonveil Sword is for.
Yep, that's what. Yep, Moonveil Sword, River Blood. Yeah, but yeah, Elden Ring is big magic game. Lots of big magic. Lots of big faith later. Faith way later in the game. Magic way early, faith way later, right? You can get a lot of faith shit later.
Yeah, you could get a lot of faith shit, but if you wanted to do faith and magic, you better, I think, to do the sorcerer first And then maybe on the next playthrough, you could start leveling up on faith and
Yeah,
stuff.
because that's what I mean. You only get the good faith spells like later in the game.
Yeah.
And you get like a lot of sorcery and like regular magic way earlier on.
Which is great, but you need a lot of intelligence for that, especially
Yes.
for the spell I want to use where I can shoot a moon at someone,
Oh,
but I need
God.
75 intelligence.
Yeah, it's just like soul. That's like soul stream basically.
I
Like
have
fucking
52. I'm
yeah.
on to get Soul Stream 2.
70 you need. God, yeah.
I know.
I mean, to shoot this a magic orb the size of the fucking moon, yeah, you get 70 intelligence.
It's a
Fuck
good
face.
spell.
Yeah. What
I
about
got good-
arcane? Is arcane?
That's
Or
for
what is
like blood builds, I think.
All right,
I
it's like a
believe
different type
so.
of magic, or like, well,
Yeah.
blood is like a status effect, isn't it? Like same like the rot, scarlet rot type, isn't that
Right.
yeah. I don't know. I'll get there eventually.
But the DLC has a lot of cool things, which I definitely want to get at
Yeah.
some point because there's just a lot of cool moves. Like I see that you can use for a katana. I'm like, I gotta get those.
It lets you get as one of like your rings, whatever it is, like your abilities.
Talisman.
Yeah, one of your talismans. It lets you play Sekiro, where perfect block is a parry. So you do your Sekiro blocks, and then and then it gives you like bonuses on like your next attack or whatever. So it becomes Sekiro at that point. With like you said, blocking with the katana, which blocking with weapon sucks, but with this new talisman introduced,
Ka-ching.
exactly like just frame parries with it. It makes it apparently very fun.
You can get a Melania's signature move, I think, in the DLC, where you could jump in the air and then you like go back and then you dive bomb and the lotus flower blooms everywhere.
Yeah, it's like Sekiro when you get when the DLC came out to do the gauntlets, you can get the Sakura dance, which is like a big like giant like triple like giant. You're in the air and you do a giant like 360 sweep and yeah, big move, and you can like do fucking put fire on it and do attacks from it and shit. Yeah, that kind of shit's great when you can use boss moves. Yeah, it's great.
But I'll
It's
get
fun.
to that at some point because
some
there's no. I've already beat the game. I've already seen everything about the DLC. I know the bosses. I know who the last boss is.
Oh,
already.
you kind of. I think you spoiled yourself a little bit.
No, it's online and stuff. Online, I can't really avoid it when there's just a bunch of memes.
You can if you don't look at those things. Like if you're not on
I
the Elden
know,
Ring
I know.
subreddit or that type of shit.
No,
But apparently it's still. It'll also be fun because apparently there's a lot of areas and like
yeah,
a lot of shit
the DLC is huge.
that's hidden behind secrets too. So if you mainline it, you're not gonna find half of this shit. So you
No,
really
you
gotta
explore.
yeah.
Whenever I get that,
great.
I'll definitely explore like how I did the first time in Elden Ring. Go every nook and cranny I can
Yep,
to.
yep, see everything you can possibly get to. It's great.
It's a great game, fantastic.
Yeah, I gotta get to it at some point.
I don't know, but lately I just haven't been playing anything. Just haven't had the edge to play anything. So I've just been lazy watching stuff. I've been watching TV shows.
Ooh.
I've been watching Monsters Inside Me. You remember that? From Animal Planet.
Maybe you told me about it. You said that before. We talked about it before. Yeah,
I
it was
love
like
that show.
parasites or some shit.
Yeah, parasites and
Yeah.
people getting like what's the word that starts with a V? Viruses and stuff that are like near death. And,
Yeah, it's like eats away your insides. Like
oh, it's disturbing.
awful, terrible ways to die and things to experience.
It's
Like this podcast. No.
Yeah, well, I mean, yeah, this is a deadly experience.
Oh yeah, 100%.
No, but I've been watching movies. I've been watching a lot of movies. Like I said, I started watching that Legend movie. I watched the first 20 minutes of Blood and Bone, but I didn't really like it because it was just one of those. It was a 2009 movie where it's just like this cool black guy. It's just like go looking out
You
for.
didn't have to say cool. You could have just said black guy. We would
Oh,
all
he
assumed
would've
he was
been
cool
cool. He
anyways.
would've
But yeah,
been-
continue. Yeah,
That's right. And he was getting into fights because he wants to make money, and he's like a really good fighter. And then he hooks up with somebody who can get him fights. But you can already see like how this whole movie is laid out. There's the big head honcho guy, and then there's the actual boss. But this guy has a girl, and he wants that girl because she's ot. And so I got bored 20 minutes into it. I'm
Yeah,
like,
it's one of those movies. It's like a formulaic plot. You can figure out. It's like it's a movie you've already seen without having to have seen it.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hate to see one of those movies. I also watched a movie recently
What did you see?
called Long Legs.
Oh, you watched
Yeah,
it?
I did. Have you seen it yet?
No, I've
No.
heard good things about it. It's not
It's-
terrible.
No, never not. It's a pretty good movie. Definitely not what commercials are saying. It's like the horror. This is what every single horror movie that comes out. The horror movie of a generation. You'll be jumping out of your seat. Nothing like this before. You'll be sitting and coming in your pants at the same time.
But it's not even that scary, right?
It was hard to do that voice.
That's not even that scary, right?
Um,
A buddy was telling me there's like moments where it's like kind of intense and like thrillery, but like it's not really that scary.
So
There's
here's
gross things in there, but
what after watching it, I was like, oh, it's a good movie. But then after sitting with it a while, because you need to sit with the movie for a while to fully get your opinion on it, let it sit with you. You know,
let it marinate.
the plot of Long Legs is something I could potentially find on a Tubi horror movie,
Mm-hmm.
but because of the casting, directing, because of everything else, it's a good movie. Like the photography, the filmography is great. Actors are great. The acting is great. Everything about it is great. The plot itself, like I said, I could find this movie on a Tubi horror. This exact same plot and story beats. I could probably find this movie doesn't exist, but I could find the exact thing, like that quality of type of film, like that story, on a Tubi horror. But because it had the budget and the actors and the idea behind it and like the vision, it was a pretty good movie. But definitely not the craziest, most heart-bending experience.
No, they just say that shit so you can go see the movie.
But still pretty good. Still pretty good. Still pretty good. Nicolas Cage, great. Love me some Nicolas Cage, and almost anything he does is pretty great.
You know what does look good is a poster I saw for a movie the other day, Fly Me to the Moon,
Ooh.
with Scarlett Johansson and Channing Tatum. It's something about the moon landing.
Oh, and how it was fake!
And how it was fake, and then but it's also real. It's something about them like having to recreate it because of some thing that goes on. It sounded interesting, at least.
Who knows? But because the whole space race was about getting to the moon before fucking Russia and the Sputnik one and the fucking dog or whatever. So there was a whole conspiracy that was the moon landing was made on a fucking film set. So maybe that's what the movie is. Like they went to the moon, but they lost the footage, so they got to recreate what happened. That'd be a funny premise for a movie. The moon landing did happen, but we lost the footage, so we got to recreate it. That'd be hilarious. Oh, I hope
I would watch that.
I hope that's what that movie is. That sounds funny. That sounds great. If anyone takes that, give us at least like $20, maybe, please.
Yeah, at least a ham sandwich.
That sounds like a funny
something so we
idea.
can have a snack.
That sounds like a pretty funny idea. What I think of earlier that was great, but they won't do that. What was it with Deadpool? Fucking Chris Hemsworth or whatever.
Chris Evans.
Chris Evans. Yeah. I hope because they had that new Fantastic Four movie and what's his name? John Krasinski was Mr. Fantastic, and they had some black dude as
Michael B. Jordan.
Was it Michael Jordan?
Yeah, it was Michael B. Jordan and then Pedro Pascal.
What did he do?
I
think
think
Dr. Doom?
No, he was. I think he was Reed Richard. Pedro Pascal.
No, Reed Richards was John Krasinski.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I know Pedro Pascal was in. I just don't remember what he did.
But was it what did you say his name was? Human Torch? Who is it?
Michael B. Jordan.
Wasn't he? Who was he? Isn't he?
He's from Creed. He played a boxer. In
okay,
Creed.
no. What's his name? Is Red Falcon? Who is it? That's
the other
the other what? Does his name beat middle name too?
I don't remember his name. I recognize his face, but I never fucking remember his name. He's Captain America now.
Yeah, he is. He
has a movie coming out.
He does, and that's nothing. In Multiverse of Madness, they have the female Captain America, and she was like Britain. She's like, what was?
Oh, British.
Yeah, that was
British.
Multiverse of Madness. I love. I mean, multiverse shit can get annoying and dumb, but Marvel has enough like shit where they have enough multiverse shit where it's already like canon and already exists. So they can't fuck it up, and it's done well.
Oh, they fuck it up.
They do, but it is done well. Well, that was DC because I was thinking like the Earth 616 or whatever the fuck it is, shit with like evil Superman and shit.
Right.
Multiverse shit can be done well if you have enough shit to back it up with, like enough backlog, like event. Like I'm sure there's an alternate universe X-Men type thing where it's like they're evil or there's some bullshit different or
Well, wait till the next Avengers movie at the end of next year. That'll really bring it all together.
The end of Phase 4 of Marvel now is when the new Avengers are gonna fight No, what's it? Not Galactus. Doomsday.
No, Doomsday is DC.
What's the other one? Apocalypse. Isn't it right? Apocalypse. Isn't that his name?
They did a fight Apocalypse.
What?
And the X-Men fought Apocalypse.
I don't know. Maybe they'll come back. I don't know. What's the other? There's another one. There's a few god tier Marvel villains. There's Thanos. There's Galactus. There's I guess Apocalypse.
Maybe the Brain Council guys. The guys, the Space Council people.
No, because they're just meant there to be like the fucking. That's their archetype is the Eternal. Aren't they the Watchers?
Well, yeah,
or
but the Eternals are already a
the
thing
Eternals.
Too.
Wait, yeah, there's Eternals and there's Watchers, right? Isn't there two?
I don't know.
I don't know. There's too much. That's damn.
Either way, I will go see it because I've always liked the Avengers movies because they were already pretty solid movies overall. for for heroes and then cameos, it's fine.
Yeah.
It's a fun time. So I'm sure that Avengers movie will be good.
If it's interesting to me, I'll see it. But
Yeah.
they got places to go.
They got places to go.
Ah, boy, oh boy. Went to a lot of places this episode.
We've been to a lot of places already.
We've been to a lot of places in real life and in this episode. Now we're going to go to another familiar place, the one of the sweetest of places.
The bathroom.
Yes.
Well, that was a relief.
And now we're back.
Hi.
Now we're going to go to the second sweetest place, our music recommendations.
I got a good recommendation this week.
Good, because I don't have any. I'll think about it while you talk about yours.
It's like half-hour long because it's a performance. But
Oh, nice.
It's Mac DeMarco
Ooh.
doing an acoustic set in a French chicken restaurant.
Nice.
Yeah, they're just sitting in the middle of the restaurant. The people are getting served and whatnot. They're just playing an acoustic set. They did like 5 songs. I don't remember all of them, but I know The Truth and I Like Her were on there.
Nice. What was it? Was it in France?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it was in France.
Nice.
It's a good performance.
Good shit.
Nice, smooth melodies. And then the bass player looks really funny because he has like those thin, small, wide-rimmed glasses. You know what I mean? Like kind of like the John Lennon shades, but they're like oval instead of circle.
Ooh, all right.
He just looks funny. Every time I see those glasses, I just think people look funny with them.
They are pretty funny looking glasses. So
Good bass player.
They look funny with them.
Good bass player.
Very good bass player. I'm going to
the bathroom.
Yes.
Okay.
That was great. Now, my music recommendation for the week is the song
The Bathroom?
Yes. No, it's not. It's the song Ocean Man by Ween.
Ocean Man.
Take me by the hand, make me to the land. Don't you understand?
And copyright.
Yep. It plays at the end of the SpongeBob movie during the credits. It's a great song. It took me a while to learn that it was Ween. It took me a while to learn who Ween was. But
it took me a while to learn the difference between Ween and Weezer.
Yep. They are quite similar names, quite similar spellings, but one has an N, one has a Z, E, and an R at the end. And also multiple E's before that. They both have double E's at the actually. But yeah, Ween. Oh, man.
Ween.
Just do that real quick.
You know what else is a win? That's almost kind of Ween is if you watch this podcast.
Is if you reach these peakest.
What the fuck
Is
are
it
you?
Ween?
I see.
If you like that,
Yeah.
that Wiggles banana
Republic.
apples and bananas style freestyle right there.
Give us a like.
Make sure to leave the podcast like right over there,
Right there.
right over there somewhere.
Where Nick's pointing.
I'm on left. Yeah, it's wait, no, where is it? It's
No, it's right there.
It's kind of in the middle, isn't it? Kind of in the middle.
It's like
isn't
right
it?
here.
It's over. It's somewhere.
And that should
This general area. Subscribe is over there.
right here.
Do
right on my
that.
dick. Right here.
Comment down there somewhere. There's comments. There's God willing, there's comments down there this time. Hopefully.
The description's down there
The
too.
description's also down there. Read that. I put a lot of work into those. Not really. Sometimes I go on diatribes.
It's funny.
But besides that, read that and then read whatever comments are below. And if there's none, maybe leave your own.
All right, now I do have to go to the bathroom.
All right, do it.
Yes.
Make sure to like, subscribe, leave a comment. Do all those beautiful things. And we'll see you in the next episode of the Vibin Podcast.